Dom, what's your reaction to Will Minson's apology to Daniel Pearce?
Look, I spoke to Pearce this morning. I guess he's the main one that has to sort of be content with the apology. And look, from what I hear from Pearce, he's welcomed the apology. I think he was pretty happy with the way the Western Bulldogs have handled it. But I think from his behalf, he's more waiting to see Will's actions as opposed to his words. So, he's apologised to us in the past and had another mishap. So, look, I think Pearce is really content with the way it's been handled and looking forward to move on.
Is it disappointing that Will's done it again to Port Adelaide?
Oh, look, I think it is. It is disappointing. There's no point shying away from it. I've been out there most weeks for about a decade now, and probably the two worst things I've heard have probably come out of his mouth. So, look, he will learn from it. I think he's a pretty smart bloke from what I hear. So, I think I hear he does a lot of great things for charities overseas and that sort of stuff. So, look, I think he's just got to probably contain himself when he crosses the white line. But I think as a person, he's actually not a bad bloke from what I hear.
For Pearce, do you think it'll be hard to move on, or is it, because it will weigh on his mind, I'm sure?
Oh, look, Pearce will turn a new page as from today. He's like I said to you, spoke to him before, and he's really content with it. He's looking forward to just freshening up now over the next 4 or 5 days. And look, these things happen in footy, and you just got to move on.
How do you react to the one-game penalty, Dom? Do you think that's severe enough? Or?
Yeah, look, like I said before, I think the Western Bulldogs have handled it outstandingly well. So, look, they've dealt with it in a professional manner and quite quickly. It's only really Tuesday morning, so look, everyone can move on. I'm sure Will's happy to move on as much as what we are.
You satisfied that it's up to, I guess, the club to impose a penalty, or do you think maybe down in future the AFLPA might be able to bring in like a code or an ethics sort of thing to penalise players when this arises? Oh,
look, I think at the moment the club's handled it really well, but I wouldn't be surprised down the track if there is some sort of thing that the AFLPA puts together. Look, it doesn't happen too often, but there's no place for it really in the game today. And but look, like I said, there's a lot of positives that go on week to week. This is just one little hiccup along the way.
The ban and the hype that this has created, does it move the goalposts in terms of what's acceptable on the field, or is what he said never been acceptable?
Oh, look, as far as I've been in the game, I think what he said has been unacceptable. Really, I think it's fine out there. I think it's great for the game out there when everyone gets on the lip. And I've played with some of the great guys that are good at it, and against some of them. And look, I think it's a great thing for the game, for the players to be a part of when you're out there. It's part of the competitiveness. But I think once you start involving, whether it be your mother, women, your race, or kids or whatever, I just think it's just crossing a line that doesn't need to be crossed. So there's just no need to go there.